don't ever say race car drivers don't have emotions, that they feel nothing. That's Dario Franchitti.
Probably the last thing he wants to do right now is drive a race car.
This is a tough moment for everybody here, as Dan Wheldon loses his life today in the series finale, as he was going for $5 million if he could have gone from 34th to 1st. His car number 77 sits atop the scoring pylon, and the 19 cars that are still able to make the laps are going to do a 5-lap tribute in Dan's honor here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Vince, you've got some details on what was in the drivers' meeting?
Well, I've been told by one of the drivers that in the drivers-only gathering, Dario Franchitti and Tony Kanaan broke the news to the group of drivers that Dan had passed away. There was discussion about whether or not they should continue the race. There were drivers on both sides of that fence. At that point, Randy Bernard came in and said that he understood it would be extremely difficult for them to make that decision at this time, considering what had just happened, and that he suggested they make a 3-wide formation and do the 5 laps in Dan's honor. And that was unanimously agreed upon by the drivers, that that would be the fitting way to put an end to this day. I've just spoken with a member from Dan's team, and as all the cars are lining up to take this 5-lap honoring of Dan Wheldon, Dan's team will come out and stand on pit lane as well. Very, very emotional down here, as you might imagine, Marty.
And the fans are standing here in the grandstands at Las Vegas Motor Speedway as they are seeing everyone come out onto pit road. It's literally being lined by all the teams.
And something that we mentioned before, that this will be the most difficult 5 laps that any driver has ever done inside of a cockpit of a race car.
There is Dan's team as they are making their way out to pit lane. This move of canceling the race is not unprecedented. It happened in May of 1999 at Charlotte. 3 spectators were hit by flying debris and killed from a crash, and the race was halted. And but here today, just 12 completed laps. Tragedy strikes in what was supposed to be a celebration of a great season, a great championship battle, a farewell to Danica Patrick as she moves on in her career. And little did we know how it would end up at this moment, with all of us stunned and just literally in some disbelief, because Dan Wheldon is not with us to celebrate this victorious day.
I think about all the work that Dan has done on the new 2012 car, that he was reporting back to all the drivers with great excitement as they anticipate the new car coming out for 2012. Ironically, a new, safer car, Marty.
Yeah, he was talking about how the sound of it, that turbo and everything was so cool. Let's go back, in case you're just tuning in again, to Randy Bernard's announcement of what was going to happen and how it happened.
IndyCar is very sad to announce that Dan Wheldon has passed away from unsurvivable injury. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family today. IndyCar, its drivers and team owners, has decided to end the race. In honor of Dan Wheldon, the drivers have decided to do a 5-lap salute in his honor. It will take place in approximately 10 minutes. Thank you.
And here we are on the track, everybody lined up along pit lane, and there is the field of 19 cars that survived that horrific crash and made it through for the 5-lap salute. to Dan Wheldon. When they begin this 5 laps, folks, we're just going to sit back and reflect with you.
this, would that be a possibility in racing? The twin checkers wave over the field.
So the 2011 Izod IndyCar Series comes to a close, but not the way that any of us had anticipated nor wanted. A championship has been won, but there's no celebration. A career has ended in one sport to move on to the next, but there is no happiness. And for all of us, it is just an emptiness as we have lost truly a great racer and Dan Wheldon. Jamie Little has been standing by at University Medical Center. 3 others were transported: J.R. Hildebrand, Pippa Mann, and Will Power. Jamie, can you give us an update from there?
I can't hear the booth.
Open, Jamie. Go, Jamie. Speak.
University Medical Center right now in the trauma department, and as you can imagine, there's a lot of emotion here. Dan Wheldon's wife, Susie, their 2 little boys, his 3 brothers, and his sister were all by his side. Team owner Sam Schmidt is here. I've been told that Dan Wheldon's parents are at home in England. As for Susie, his wife, a plane is going to North Carolina to bring her family here to Las Vegas. And there's a lot of friends and family surrounding the outside trauma area at this time.
All right, Jamie, and obviously there's no more information available for J.R. Hildebrand, Pippa Mann, or Will Power, as they are still being treated over at University Medical Center. With this, we close out the season, Scott. Like I said, not the way we were anticipating at all.
Absolutely not, Marty. And I think of Dan Wheldon, just a superb person, a very, very fast race driver, somebody that I'm going to certainly miss, not only here at the IndyCar track, but saw him all the time at the kart track, and somebody that all the young drivers looked up to, Eddie.
And we'll continue to look up to an amazing human being with so much enthusiasm, and I'm at a total loss. I just can't believe what just happened.
He always had a smile on his face. In fact, he had actually done 3 television broadcasts with our Versus crew, the people that do the races when we're not on. And who knows, he may have had a career there. Many people ask me why I always sign off till we meet again. Because goodbye is always so final. Goodbye, Dan Wheldon.